The Unsolved Mystery of Mary Celeste. On November 7th, 1872, the Mary Celeste, a merchant brigantine captained by Benjamin Briggs, set sail from New York Harbor bound for Genoa, Italy. On board were Captain Briggs, his wife, their 2-year-old daughter, and a crew of 7 experienced sailors. The ship carried a cargo of denatured alcohol, which was not particularly hazardous in itself, but would later become a central element in the mystery. Nearly a month later, on December 4th, 1872, the British brig Dei Gratia spotted the Mary Celeste drifting about 400 miles east of the Azores in the Atlantic Ocean. The ship appeared to be under partial sail and was oddly off course. Concerned, the crew of the Dei Gratia boarded the vessel and discovered that it was completely abandoned. The ship itself was in relatively good condition, there were no signs of a struggle, and the cargo was largely intact. The personal belongings of the crew, including valuables and provisions, were left behind, untouched. There was about 3 feet of water in the ship's bilge, but it was not enough to suggest that the Mary Celeste was in danger of sinking. Several peculiarities, however, deepened the mystery. 1. The ship's lifeboat was missing, indicating that the crew had abandoned the vessel. 2. The ship's logbook was last dated November 24th, suggesting that the crew had been missing for about 10 days by the time the Mary Celeste was found. There were no entries in the log that indicated any kind of distress. 3. Some of the ship's navigational instruments, including the chronometer and a sextant, were missing, suggesting that the crew may have been attempting to navigate away from the ship in the lifeboat. What baffled investigators was the fact that the ship seemed perfectly seaworthy, with no clear reason for the crew to have left. Theories soon arose to explain what might have driven the crew to abandon the ship. Some of the earliest speculations included pirate attack, but this was quickly dismissed as there was no sign of looting or violence. Mutiny. Again, there was no evidence of a struggle or conflict. One theory proposed that the fumes from the denatured alcohol in the cargo hold might have leaked, leading the crew to fear an explosion. In a panic, they may have fled in the lifeboat, only to meet their doom in the open sea. However, no signs of fire or explosion were ever found. Later, more speculative theories emerged. Some suggested that the crew may have encountered freak weather events, such as a waterspout or sudden storm, which caused them to abandon the ship in a panic. Another theory posits that an underwater earthquake could have caused a sudden jolt, leading the crew to believe the ship was about to sink. Over time, ghost stories and supernatural theories took root, with some claiming that the ship had been cursed or that the crew had encountered something beyond the realm of normal explanation. Despite extensive investigations, no definitive answers have ever been found. The missing crew and lifeboat were never located, and the fate of Captain Briggs, his family, and the crew remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the sea. The Mary Celeste continued to sail for years under different owners, but its legacy is forever tied to the eerie mystery of its abandoned voyage in 1872. To this day, the case of the Mary Celeste remains an enduring maritime enigma, captivating historians and storytellers alike.